Hello there. In this video I'm going to be talking about a definition of recovery. Okay, so why do we need a definition of recovery? And I'm sure you might be the first person to say that recovery is whatever anybody decides it is. Well, that's true, but if you're going to work as a recovery and wellness coach, then you need to have some kind of guiding framework within which to sit the direction of the coaching and the way that you're working with people. So it's quite important that you think about what it actually means, the word itself. And it's important as well from a training point of view, which is what we do, that we train to some ideas and directions that are inside some broad agreed spaces of what recovery actually is. So I'm going to take you through the definition that we use at the FRC Worldwide Academy. So our recovery definition comes in three main parts. The first part says that recovery is an ongoing process by which a person restores a positive, meaningful life and way of living. So let's break that down. First thing to notice is that it's a process. So it is a series of events and behaviors and actions that lead to a destination. And the destination in our definition is that there is a restoration of positivity, a meaningful life and way of living. So those three things broadly are restored. Included in this is a clear sense of self and a sense of belonging to community. It's important that we see ourselves in relation to personal identity of some kind, and in the recovery process finding out the truth of ourselves, that sense of self, who am I at a deep foundational level, is important for recovery. So again, we can apply that idea of what happens if we take it away. If we say, I have no sense of self, I have no sense of who I am, I cannot actualize a way of pushing myself or progressing myself into my life, that would be quite difficult. It seems that a strong sense of self is related to recovery and a sense of belonging to community. There are people who would say that they don't belong to any community, and I would say to that they belong to the community of people who say they don't belong to a community. We are all of us inside some kind of community. And what is important about that is that we find a community to whom we can develop and with whom we can develop a sense of belonging. So now we're going to go on to the third part of the definition, where we look at the limitations. So third part says that this is the recovery process, occurs despite or within any limitations imposed by their behavior or behaviors, dependencies or other human conditions. So what we're saying here is something really hopeful. We're saying that even if you have right now something going on that is in a sense a difficulty that you need to get through in order to pursue a recovery process, it can be done. So despite these limitations, and these limitations might be circumstantial, they might be physical, you might be physically challenged, there may be other kinds of illnesses and so on. There could be all sorts of things which essentially are getting in the way. But we're holding the focus on this for the fact that recovery can take place despite these limitations and restrictions that you may be experiencing.